US Under-Secretary for Political Affairs Victoria Nuland, who arrived in Sri Lanka last night, urged China to step forward and provide Sri Lanka with credible debt restructuring assurances, saying that what they have offered is not enough. She went on to say that the United States and the Paris Club are taking steps to do what is necessary to help Sri Lanka with debt reassurances. Meanwhile, Nuland announced a donation of $30 million from the United States for school lunches to be provided for over 800 public schools island-wide. US Under-Secretary for Political Affairs Victoria Nuland arrived in Sri Lanka last night. Marking the 75th anniversary of US-Sri Lanka diplomatic relations, Under-Secretary Nuland's visit will highlight US support for Sri Lanka's ongoing reforms to foster economic prosperity, protect human rights and promote reconciliation. Upon arrival, Nuland met with President Ranil Wickremesinghe. During the meeting, she emphasized the support of the US government for ongoing recovery efforts in the country. During the discussions, President Wickremesinghe extended his appreciation for the support provided by the US government during these difficult times. Talks also focused on ongoing discussions with the International Monetary Fund, while the US pledged to continue to support the negotiations with the aim of swiftly resolving the issues. The President outlined the measures taken in this regard to the reconciliation talks with the minority parties in Sri Lanka, including the full implementation of the 13th Amendment. The discussions also focused on the ongoing efforts to combat the growing narcotics trade and the US extending their assistance. Later on, Under-Secretary Victoria Nuland met with Minister of Foreign Affairs Ali Sabri and other senior government officials, and later discussed steps Sri Lanka is taking to enact lasting structural changes that promote economic health, stability and long-term growth. In the meantime, she met with the ethnic minority opposition party leaders to discuss their hopes for reconciliation and a political solution to Sri Lanka's history of ethnic conflict. Following these engagements, Under-Secretary Nuland held a media briefing at the US Embassy today.
The U.S. will be contributing an additional $30 million to go towards school lunches for 96,000 students across Sri Lanka in 850 public schools. We are also beginning to see, including today, the delivery of 770 metric tons of fortified rice and vegetable oil to meet food security needs. And this is on top of more than $240 million in support that the United States has provided to Sri Lanka just over the last year. We want to see an IMF agreement as quickly as possible. That's what Sri Lanka deserves. That's what Sri Lanka needs. We, the United States, are prepared to do our part. Our Paris Club partners are prepared to do their part. India has made strong commitments that it will provide the credible assurances that the IMF is looking for. What China has offered so far is not enough. We need to see credible and specific assurances that they will meet the IMF standard of debt relief.